Okay, what is commissioning? Commissioning is a quality focused process for enhancing the delivery of a project. The process focuses on verifying and documenting that the facility and all of its systems are planned, designed, installed, tested, operated and maintained to meet the owner's project requirements. The key phase here is verifying and documenting. Both are equally important. And another important phrase, what you see over here is owner's project requirements. That is very key, right? Because this is not just any standard that commissioning has to adhere to. It has to adhere to what was specified as per the owner's project requirements. Now, commissioning is what? Number one, documentation and validation of design intent. Did we build what was designed? Does it work as intended? That's most important. Second, systematic verification at every project stage, not just at the end or from design through operation. At any different levels, that is necessary. Third is systematic verification at every project stage. That is very important. We want to ensure that from design to operation we are doing that. Then quality assurance to meet owner's requirements. The owner has paid for the specific performance, we jolly well deliver it. Issues which are found in an earlier stage, say a L1 or a L2 stage, they can be much less costly than when they are discovered in a later stage. So we need to find issues as early as possible. Now, what is commissioning not? It does not replace the QA/QC of the contractor, right? It is most important, that is to be remembered. It does not replace that because contractors will still own the quality that they have to deliver. Second is, it is not duplication. A lot of times we find that there is a mindset that already we have done the testing, why do we need to do it again? No, it is not duplication. It is verification that the testing has been done correctly. Third is, it's not something that you add at the end. मतलब it is not कि भाई जाके हमने खाली energize कर दिया उसको commissioning बोलते हैं. That's not how it is. It is supposed to be starting at the design stage itself. And last and most importantly, this is switching on. Commissioning doesn't talk about just switching on. That's a very small fraction of what commissioning comprises of. In terms of the cost, even a very small outage can become catastrophic, right? So the idea is that we need to ensure fault tolerance architecture. So that can come from a n+1, 2n, 2n+1. Many different architectures are possible. But the question is, how do you know the backup works? Right? There is a lot of redundancy which is built in the system, but how does anybody prove that the backup systems which have been designed on paper are really going to work when rubber meets the road situation arises? So that's what happens, that you test it. The L4 and L5 stages of a data center commissioning stage, they are exactly designed to test that fault tolerance architecture. And system integration. System integration of a data center isn't just about electrical systems. It is about mechanical, electrical, plumbing, firefighting, ELV, security. All of these systems together come together, and the controls, most importantly, come together for performing the system integration test. So, for example, a generator might perfectly work in isolation by itself. But when the generator is coupled with the UPS, will it work properly? Will the UPS at the input side not throw harmonics which are much high magnitude and not cause the generator to, the governor not be able to lock the frequency? That are some of the issues that we are talking about. So we talked about fault tolerance architecture, we talked about system integration, and we talked about tier certification. That is the tier certification of a constructed facility. Unless and until you have a documented commissioning, a TCCF, Uptime Institute TCCF is not made available. And a very important aspect which I want to highlight is that the cost of finding an issue late is, there's a thumb rule, if I would say. An issue found in L1, that is at the factory level, may cost you just notionally say 100 rupees to fix. The same issue found in L5 will cost you at least 100x. It might cost you 1 lakh rupees if that issue is found during the L5 stage. And during operations, even 10x more you can consider. So that is why systematic commissioning matters a whole lot.